All right, team, Zach Evanesh from the Underground Strength Gym in beautiful Manasquan. Welcome back. It has been a while. We are recreating a video that I filmed 11 years ago when I was young and spry at age 37. Today, filming age 48, and we're doing the top 10 bodyweight movements. It's not bodyweight exercises. I'm going to give you a movement pattern and break them down into multiple exercises so you can get strong, athletic, build muscle, burn fat, regardless of your age, and with zero equipment. Here we go. Now we're moving into the upper body segment of movements. I can't emphasize how important it is to get strong at these basic exercises. If you're a dad and you want to inspire your kids to get strong, do the calisthenics with them. I always tell people, the floor costs nothing. You could do your push-ups, you could do ab exercises, you could sprint. The ground is really, I don't want to say it's all you need, but I don't like seeing athletes who could, bench 315 but can't do 10 push-ups, can't do one pull-up.
Do you mean to tell me that you cannot do one single pull-up? You are a worthless piece of shit, pal! Get out of my face!
I call that strong and useless, and I've written articles about that you can find on my blog. Basic push-up, I'm going to show you from the side. The trunk should be stable. There should be no sagging of the belly. The neck and spine are as one, and I'm getting the chest near the floor, and my elbows are slightly in. They're not flaring. Hands right under the body. I'll show you from the side. Hands go under the body. Head is up a little bit. Abs are locked in. Get near the floor, and I like to push through at the top to get the scapula moving. So that's a basic push-up. I mean, as old school as it gets, military style.
1, 2, 3, 4, I love Marine Corps.
You could have traditional position, could go a little wider, a little closer. You could stagger the hands. I've done many videos on that. The next version is clapping the hands, and if you want to, you could slap your chest if you could get very high. Clapping push-ups is jumping for the upper body. So think about what I said before for lower body jumps. Low repetitions, not to fatigue. When I see coaches saying 10, 12 clapping push-ups,
Get up, you son of a bitch!
that means those athletes are very advanced, and that's like 50% of their max. I do these for sets of 3 to 5, clapping push-ups. Okay, down under control. And I make sure when I land, I'm absorbing and catching. You can catch and absorb, but understand there's a price you pay on the wrists, the elbows, the shoulders, and you have to ask yourself, am I already doing that stuff in my sport practice or in life? Do I need to keep repeating that movement? Next up, I'm going to show you how to do crossover push-ups using bumper plates. You could use cinder blocks as we used to use in the early days of the underground. Now we're going into the crossover push-up. Sometimes when I program these, it says X over or crossover. You could do it on a medicine ball. As I said, early days underground, cinder block. I've had sandbags. We use anything that you can put your hands on. The other thing I want to say is if it's a medicine ball, you're not rolling the med ball. You're explosively moving your body over the object. Here we go. Stretch, over. Okay, other option. Close grip. And then the other option is just a push off. Very good for stability and trunk core strength. I hate the word core, but you get the point. Hold. 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 Strength, muscular endurance, muscle building, power, stability. It's all here in the push-up. Now we move into the parallel bar dip. This exercise, known by my friend Marty Gallagher, author of Purposeful Primitive, he calls this the upper body squat. Now, we'll say this with caution. I do not program dips for the high school athlete because the cartilage of the chest and the sternum is still developing. So for some high school kids, it's very painful to do dips. Other kids, they could get away from it. I prefer not to program till college years, maybe sophomore year. But everybody's an individual. It might take time for them to get strong at this movement. I love it. Elbows are going to be in, stretch to 90 degrees. You could stretch deeper. There's videos out there telling you to stretch everything, but that's the problem. Everything is an extreme. I want to find strength in the moderation by mixing up the movement patterns. So I won't always overstretch. I won't always do the same movement. Okay? We're going to prop up, hold, get a stretch, and lock out. Chest, shoulders, triceps, dips, upper body, squat. I love it. Squats for the upper body. You could do these weighted. You could do a band resisted around the neck, hook it up to the bottom. But I remember in my younger years, 110-pound dips.
By example, baby. Come on, show, Zach. Come on, Zach. Come on, come on, dig.
Let me do 11. I'll hit 11 right now.
These get you strong. I love them. And they do them in prison. So what else do you need to know? Now we are on one of the best exercises out there, the pull-up, the chin-up. Mix your grips. It doesn't matter if it's pull-ups or chin-ups. You must be able to pull your body up. Again, what did I say before? Don't be strong and useless. You could bench the house, but you can't do a pull-up. I am impressed zero with that inability. That's not even an ability to me. Pull-ups are a must. I'm going to demonstrate pull-ups, but for you heavier athletes out there, what you're going to have to do is jump up and fight down with a 5-second eccentric, fully extending your arms, getting strong through the full range of motion. Once an athlete gets strong, we change the grip. Once athletes could do 10 to 12 reps easy, we do a weight belt or we put chains on. If you're training at home, you could use a weight vest. You could see here on my squat rack, I have many different angles. I could go overhand, neutral, underhand, wide grip. The key is full range of motion and no kipping. No kipping, okay? Strict technique. I'm going to go with the underhand grip. Right here, stretch all the way up, stretch all the way. Stretch. Okay? Overhand grip, different. Stretch them out. Next up, we're going to move in here. I'm going to use the monkey bars. Now I'm going to go neutral grip. We've got monkey bars here. I've had gyms, different gyms, where I set up different bars that have a thick grip to challenge the grip. But it's important that you have multiple grips because you want to change the effect of the exercise. Thick grip on everything is no good because too many athletes, adults, don't have the strength for that. So regular monkey bars here, I'm going to make sure I get a full range of motion all the way up. Stretch, like to get that hang. Stretch. Always full range of motion. Okay? So you saw a few different grips. So an underhand grip, overhand, neutral grip. We do mixed grip, close grip. I mean, I still have memories of when I would go to visit my grandparents in Israel. Every other day, 20 sets of pull-ups. I would do 10 sets overhand. The next 10 sets, mixed grip. First set was always 20 reps. So you got to be strong and you got to be able to move your body. Let's move on to the rope climb. We're about to do the rope climb. I'm going to chalk up the hands. I weigh about 228, 230, and I could climb the rope legless. But I got to tell you, the way it started was I hung a rope in my backyard when I started the underground strength gym out of the first house I bought. That was 2003. I had to go out and practice every day. In the beginning, it was very difficult, especially being a bigger guy. And I learned that lesson. And so when we bought our house here in Manasquan, my son was 1.5 years, my daughter was almost 3. I hung up a rope. We have a high ceiling. My kids were climbing rope, you know, 1.5 years and 2.5 years old. So starting young with bodyweight exercise, not going through a workout, just starting young, it gets the athlete strong. It builds the grip. So I'm going to get some chalk on my hands. Nothing wrong with little chalk, little assistance. Hopefully nobody says I'm a cheater in the YouTube comments. We know there's a lot of haters, but as I like to say, haters are fans in disguise. So here we go. Kind of keep your elbows tighter so you can kind of grip and go. If you're very strong, you can grip and pull. Okay? This is a tough exercise, but it's awesome. Start from the butt. Feet go up and go. That's tough. Tough on the elbows, tough on the biceps. You even feel it in your chest and your abs. I want to show a regression. I forgot to show it. Check it out. For when we have a younger athlete or a heavier athlete, line up straight with the rope, and I'm going to lean back, do a recline rope climb. I actually showed this video a long time ago. And I'll do multiple reps. Keep those elbows in. And we'll do 3 sets of 3 reps. That would be great to do with heavyweight wrestlers, middle school athletes, kids who are a little bit weaker. You have to have, for bodyweight training, regressions and progressions, which I show in all of the certification videos. All right, friends, now we go to the ring training. I love gymnastic rings. I have a pair in my garage. I use them for pull-ups, hanging leg raises. You could lower them for dips. Suspended push-ups are awesome. I'm going to show you 2 exercises that we use a lot in a group setting. The other stuff I mentioned could be a little bit more training on your own, like what we do with Gladiator Strong. So we're going to do a recline row or an inverted row. This is going to hit the mid-back muscles, whereas pull-ups hit a lot of lats. I also like this because I could lean back if the athlete is too weak and take off some weight from their body. We could also do isometric holds and slow eccentrics, which I'll utilize for baseball players who are starting to get elbow pain, okay? Tennis players, wrestlers. So we're going to get right underneath those rings, chest tall, stretch, and then we're going to pull, return slow. Now, I could bang these out, more power. Or I could stretch, let the scapula move. Isometric hold, fight it, fight it, fight it. Very good for tendon and ligament strength. Fight, holding, fighting, fighting.
Okay, other variations.
Lean back a little bit more. Single leg, balance. Many different variations. I'm going to let you use your creativity. Next one. This is very tough. It's triceps, abs, lats, shoulders. It's a bodyweight skull crusher. I used to do these when I didn't have rings off of bars, so we called them headbangers. What I'm going to do is lean forward, legs go back, go under. Oof. These are awesome. What an awesome exercise. Your abs are working, your lats are getting lit up. I'll show you how we used to do them against a barbell in a squat rack. We call them headbangers. Now, the higher up the hands, the easier it is. Okay, I'm dropping lower, feet get further away, it gets tougher. Yeah, now, I hate to admit it. I saw a prison documentary, and that's where I saw these first, back in the 90s. Inmates were doing these with their hands on the toilet, going super low to the ground. And that's why in 2006, I went to Rahway Prison, East Jersey State Prison, spent half a day there interviewing and hanging out with inmates, talking about training. My question is, for the strength coaches out there, how many of you went to prison for half a day to learn? None of you. Let's finish strong. I want to talk about walking on your hands. At the first underground strength gym, or even before the underground, when it was out of the garage, we would train at schoolyards when school was out, and we would do handstand walks with our feet against the wall. Here, our walls are hollow, we have neighbors, so we do a lot of lateral handstand walks, bear crawl, and I think about the problems athletes have with their tight ankles, things that I never saw before. Bear crawl strengthens the toes and builds mobility in the calves, the Achilles, and the ankles. So I'm going to show you some hand walking, just a few, and these work shoulders, arms, trunk, lateral push-up walk, slow and controlled. Try not to wobble the body. You could always hit a few push-ups. Okay, then we got bear crawl. I like to say low and slow. Forwards, backwards, sideways, keeping the knees near the floor. Any direction. You could do them for reps, 10 reps left to right, 10 reps front to back. You could do it for time. Next thing I'm going to show you is hand walking on monkey bars. It's obviously good for the grip, and it helps open up the shoulders. It's good for shoulder health. Legs swinging around hits the obliques, the abs. And then the other thing is it's great for your back health because you're opening up. What do kids do? What do men do all day? Desk, phone. So we're going to open the body up. Here we go. Hand walking on the monkey bars. If I had a bigger gym, I would set up a rig with monkey bars. I would get the athletes moving. And where this started from was us training at playgrounds. We got in a lot of our best training sessions when we were outside of the gym. We took sandbags, sleds, kettlebells, and then we used the playground equipment. So I'm going to go forwards, backwards, and then I'll do side to side. And each time you let go, one arm works more than the other. There's some great stability and grip strength going on. It's an excellent exercise.
I could hang from them if I want, or I could keep some tension.
On the arms. Could throw in some abs as well. Okay, so that was front to back. Not a lot of room here. We're going to get side to side. And again, pull-ups, abs. You can mix it all in. A couple of reps or 30 to 60 seconds does a body good. You could go from the floor to the monkey bars for 5 minutes, back and forth, and you will be challenged much more than if you're just using free weights. So open up your mind, challenge the body. Calisthenics, I created a program called Bodyweight Bodybuilding. Way back in the day, I took a 6-month break from training. It was only supposed to be 2 weeks, but I fell in love with the bodyweight training. I've always loved it, and it's always been powerful, and it always will be. We'll see you soon, guys. Hit the links below. Go to zachstrength.com. Get on the newsletter. Best damn thing going to happen to you every morning is reading that newsletter. We'll see you soon. I'm out of here.